Hi, I'm Zathers Gaming, and this is a quick no-death guide to the third level of Sifu, the museum. So first off, this level was easily one of my favorite in the game, visually and just the flow and feel of the level and how it was all interconnected. It just reminded me so much of being in an actual art museum. It was I had so much fun in this level, and then the visuals just later on actually get really interesting. But you miss most of the level in the no death run because you can just go straight to the elevator after you kill these two guys. Just take one of their weapons, you go to the elevator, and straight to the boss, you know? Like, you can just do that if you want. However, I'm going to show you a quick extra altar that you can get, the shrines. I do go for an extra one in my runs. The main reason I do that is just to give myself a little extra buffer in what the shrines offer. So if you head up these stairs, normally in the level, obviously, you'd go off to the right here. But if you would like, you can just turn left here and go up the elevator right away. I don't. You can come up these stairs, and if you all this run does is it's going to add a couple of enemies right here, these three guys right here, and then two more just after this. And if you can kill all them without dying, you get a free extra altar for yourself. So you get two altars in this version of the run. So yeah, take out those three on the stairs. At this point, most of the fighting with just general enemies is pretty standard fare. So I'm not going to dive in too much detail about the individual fights with these guys. You can push them down the stairs. If like taking advantage of the environment, you can push them down the stairs so that they take a lot of damage. Generally speaking, the parrying's going to just get you through most enemies in the game. But yeah, so grab fresh weapons whenever you can. You come up top here. And then off to the right, you're going to have to fight these two guys because they will aggro on you. And just same thing. Just take them out. If you are wanting the trophy to throw them over into an enemy over the railing into the water, this is a great spot to do it. You just grab one of these guys and throw them off over the railing just behind me there. And it throws them into the fountain. And then you get the trophy. Just make sure that you're close enough to the fountain that the body lands there. Otherwise, you're good. Yeah, so we're just going to climb up the rest of the stairs. And at the top here, off to the right, if you keep going, I'm going to turn right here. If you keep going straight that direction, there's an enemy there that drops some extra items for collectibles. You don't need to fight it for your no death run, but there is a trophy over there for like just looking at the mask. It's a reference to Absolver. Super, super awesome game. If you like this, Absolver was one of my, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It's more Dark Soulsy in its design, in the way that you open up the level. But yeah, so this is the shrine. So I was kind of humming and hawing as to what I want to do here, but for the most part, weapon durability is the one that I will always pick here. Weapons are just so strong for bosses, including the final boss. And so if you get the weapon durability there, and then you get the weapon durability coming up, one thing I did find in the game is the weapon durability doesn't affect, you don't have to pick up a new weapon from what my testing showed. Is you don't need to pick up a new weapon once you upgrade your weapon durability. It seems as though if you upgrade your weapon durability, it just makes it so that whenever you're using a weapon, if it was going to take like 30 damage, if you had the weapon durability stat, it means that you would only take like 20 damage to the weapon, or 10, or so on and so forth. It's kind of how I determined it. I messed around with it a little bit, and here again, I take the weapon durability. But yeah, let's talk about the boss fight now. So this is the boss. This is the reason you're here, right? The no death of how do you kill this boss without dying. So we're going to take a deep breath. The start of this fight, the biggest thing with this fight is just let her use her skills. You're just going to keep your distance, and then whenever she's done her combo, move in, do as much damage as you can, and then back up. Don't bother trying to dodge and parry through all these different skills. That one you will have to. That move is maybe the only one you have to block. But otherwise, here, we're going to slow it down. She does a 1, 2, 3 spin, high, low, and then she does a follow-up move where she goes up and then cycles down, hits the ground, and pauses there, and then you can immediately move in. So what you're looking for is that final step where she kind of swings down at a diagonal. She's going to do it again right here. The diagonal down into the snow right there. Then you can immediately move in. And that always comes after the combo of high, low, slow moving. Now, this is her second combo. she kind of does like a jumping flip, and she moves towards you quite a bit as she does it. And then she'll jump in the air and slam the ground. As soon as she does that, you can move in. Normally, she gets away. She's pretty fast after using that finale to her move. But whenever she does the one where she just slams on the ground right there, you can immediately just push in and punish her for it. And then you just rinse and repeat that over and over and over again. Every time. And if she does the jump attack, you can sidestep to out of the way from it. So if she jumps, she's going to do it again here. Jumps it in, I sidestep out of the way from the smack, and then I can immediately move forward on her. If you have the forward triangle shrine or emblem ability, like the abilities that you can unlock using experience, if you have that ability that lets you kind of move forward and attack simultaneously, it really helps close the gap to her. So I would recommend trying to fully unlock that or making sure it's unlocked in your playthrough. But yeah, so you just keep doing this for phase 1. And honestly, once this is over, you're in the clear. The second part of the fight, I have some tips for that one as well. But this I know was where a lot of people were struggling, because it's very, very difficult to parry and avoid that combo, because it's just it feels very random, and it's hard to gauge up, down with your avoiding, and she'll trip you up, and it's just, you get punished big time. So on this part of the fight, most of this fight, you're just going to block and avoid like you would on the second boss. When she comes in with that big sort of orange kick like that, you can avoid it. That star dodge ability, we're going to talk about it. We'll slow it down in a second here. But throughout this fight, a lot of just being patient, letting her come to you, avoiding until she messes up, using your avoids to get your focus, leg sweeping and finishing. Perfect. All of these dagger throws you can avoid. So whenever she throws her daggers, you just do your downward flick. You're phasing through those daggers that we talked about in the second video. If you haven't checked that out, you can check out how to do that in that one. But yeah, you do your phase down flick. Same with those smaller versions. That's how you avoid the dagger throws. You'll take no damage. If you block, you'll actually take some damage still. So I think we slow it down here. So right here, as soon as you see the circle, right there, as soon as you're going to see a little star shimmer. That the second you see that, you want to avoid down, and so you'll avoid or phase through it. The second that you see it, and same thing here. She's going to charge up. Do you see the shock? That's when you do your reaction to it. She comes forward so quickly that by the time she's at you, if you react to the star or the little flash, that's when you do your avoid. You can also parry that. It is very dangerous to parry. The charge one where she just stands still and charges up, I would highly recommend always avoiding that one. The one where she dashes side to side and then comes in, you can parry that if you want, and it's not as punishing. The orange one, she just does so much damage if you mess up the parry. It's just not generally worth it. I didn't parry at all in this attempt. I've since done it later. Like I got the platinum again on PS4. And I did parry the dash side forward move. I did parry that one. And you can really punish her by parrying that. Honestly, take it or leave it for yourself. But I would definitely not try to parry the charge in. It's possible. It's just very dangerous. But then it's just rinse repeat for this entire fight. Whenever she comes in, and if she's just doing her little dagger slashes and kicks at you, just constantly flick down. You don't really need to worry about flicking up. Just do your phase down or parry when you can, if you want to. But yeah, you'll eventually just get enough focus and enough damage from phasing. As soon as you phase and when she dashes in, just immediately start punishing with some combos. Yeah. Otherwise, like the rest of this fight is just rinse repeat. It just takes a while. It's a bit of a longer fight because she keeps backing up, and you kind of have to let her approach. So if she's not if she keeps backing up and not staying for long periods of time or isn't doing the right moves, it can go a little bit longer. But yeah. So if you have any questions about this fight, please make sure to leave them down below. I've most of this. Hopefully, if you have any questions about some of the move sets and things to do, I do talk in more detail about parrying and avoiding and dodging and all that in my second and first video for the level 1 and 2. This is more talking about finer details of the individual bosses at this point. So if you have any of those sorts of questions, feel free to check out those videos that might answer some of that. Otherwise, I'll do my best to make sure to respond to comments. But yeah, that's the fight. That's the no death for that fight. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions, again, comments, I also have a Discord. You can hit me up over there. A link to the Discord will be down below. I also stream 3 days a week. It varies my schedule because I'm in school and doing a number of other things. So it usually is 3 days a week though, 5:30 Mountain Standard Time. And so you can hit me up over there on stream if you have any questions. Just want to check me out. I do trophy hunting over there. Right now I'm playing Elden Ring, as most people are. If you're interested in any of that sort of stuff and want to support the community, that would be awesome. And of course, liking and subscribing here is fantastic as well. But thank you so much. Peace out, happy hunting, and I will see you in the next no death video soon to come out after this.